Well, sure. Russell Westbrook leads the league with 5.3 turnovers a game. That's the second most of his career, even though his usage rate is the lowest since his second season in the NBA. All right, so he's turning it over like crazy. All right, they can't guard anybody. All right, whether it's a young, fast team that moves all over the court like, say, Golden State, or it's a big team with a 7-footer who's dominant like, say, Milwaukee last night. All right, and at best, they're a mediocre three-point shooting team, at best. All that said, though, I do see reasons for optimism once LeBron gets back. I mean, and beyond just his greatness and his ability to fix a lot of their problems. Russell Westbrook has been much better, even despite his problems, since Anthony Davis has gone to center and Frank Vogel has done what everyone said he should do 3 months ago, which is go with the small lineup in AD at center. That's opened up the floor, it's opened up the driving lanes, and Westbrook's played much better. And what I like even more is that with the return of Talen Horton-Tucker, who's 23 points, 7 rebounds a game in his 3 games, he's played well. But more importantly, he's handling the ball a lot. And that means Russell Westbrook has been off the ball a lot, getting used to playing off the ball, diving more, flashing more, cutting more to the basket. What does that mean? When LeBron comes back, whether it's tomorrow or next week, Russell Westbrook will be more used to being off the ball. The key is at the end of games, Nick, LeBron has to handle the ball. And not Westbrook. Lately, it's been Westbrook since LeBron's been out, and Westbrook doesn't make great decisions, like these ridiculous threes he takes late in the game. And now when LeBron comes back, Westbrook clearly will be fine with LeBron having the ball at the end of games and a lot during the games because he's fine with Talen Horton-Tucker having the ball. So I do see reasons for optimism, assuming LeBron is relatively healthy the rest of the way. I'm not predicting necessarily that they definitely win the title, but they will be a contender if LeBron stays healthy, Wilds.
Yeah, they'll certainly be a contender, but I thought last night's game was very bizarre, and if I was a Lakers fan, I would be a little bit concerned. So here's the picture. Last night in Milwaukee, there were 5 guys in the building that were on the NBA 75 team. Mr. Durability, LeBron James, was in street clothes, a beautiful jacket, I might add, but he was in street clothes, he didn't play. Mr. Intensity, Russell Westbrook, had a quiet game. 19 points. His one highlight was a little Globetrotters move when he tried to get a ball that was dead. How about Carmelo? Oh, he's a little bit, past his prime, but he's still a sharpshooter. Nope. 2 for 8 from 3 with a quiet 10 points. So that leaves the other 2 big men in the game, AD and Giannis. And one guy came out to play, Nick, and the other guy was kind of there. If we can look at their stats, Giannis had 47 points, AD had 18. He took 23 shots, AD took 15, 1 3. Even Giannis was knocking down threes, 0 free throws. They were complaining about that after the game. He had a big dunk. He got fouled. Actually, Giannis ended up looking better on the dunk. But here's why I thought it was specifically concerning, Nick. Not all of this is skill. A lot of this is just mindset and decision-making. The gap between Giannis and AD, from what I saw last night, is a gulf. It is an ocean.
100%.
And we used to think it was this little brook. It is an ocean.
Wilds. We had those debates 14 months ago. Like, the moment AD think again, the NBA seasons are all run together weird, but the Lakers won the title 13 months ago, okay? I know Giannis had just won back-to-back MVPs, but if after the opening 2 games of those NBA Finals against the Heat, when AD had 34 and 32 and Giannis had just gotten washed by the Heat, I don't even think it was a debate. I think if you asked 100 NBA people, who would you rather have, I think 75 would have said Anthony Davis. And now it is, here's what I want to say about Giannis and then my concerns about the Lakers. And Broussard, this is the highest compliment I can pay Giannis, and this is why, despite what Steph's doing, despite what Jokic is doing, despite what Durant's doing, Giannis wears the crown. If this game was broadcast in the 1980s format, where they only show time and score, every few minutes, and you don't know what the time and score is,
right.
At no point would I have been concerned the Bucks were losing. Giannis has elevated when he is locked in like he was last night to a place very few guys have been. LeBron has been there. We'll see if he gets there again. And that is the place of his team's winning. Why? Because he's going to make sure of it. When the Lakers went on their run in the third quarter, there was never a moment I thought the Lakers were winning this game when I saw Giannis's level versus Anthony Davis's level.
Yep.
I'm going to show a different Anthony Davis play, and I'm not trying to pile on, but I just want to give you the context here. It is a 5-point game. There are 36 seconds left. If Russell Westbrook's at the free throw line, if Russ misses the free throw, which about 1 in 3 times he does, and the Bucks get the rebound, it's game over. Watch the intensity of everyone on this blockout other than Anthony Davis. What are we doing? Watch. You see Carmelo. Carmelo's fighting. You don't know the rebound. If he's going to miss, he could miss to your side or the other side. I know this sounds small, but if that misses to AD's side, is there any chance he's getting that over Giannis? Any chance at all? That's the game. That is the game. However, I don't want to blame Anthony Davis entirely for having a preseason game intensity. Because you know who also did? Frank Vogel. And I know he's won a championship, but I'm about up to here, man. Did you see the line? It was essentially a tie game going into the fourth quarter. This lineup for 3 minutes and 18 seconds in an NBA game on national television in the year of our Lord 2021. Huh? What are we doing? What you picking names out of a hat? Like, how is that a lineup playing big minutes in an NBA game? Oh, that's when Giannis was resting. Yeah, guess what? Here's the most important stat from last night. Well, 2 of them. I'll give them to you. Giannis scored 47. In the 36 minutes Giannis played, the Bucks were +1. So he scored 47 and the Lakers played him even. So why'd they lose? Because the minutes Giannis didn't play, the Lakers couldn't take advantage. You know what you do the open of that fourth quarter, Vogel? You tell Russ, hey, Seattle Seahawks, let Russ cook. Russ, it's your game until Giannis comes back in, because that's when we're putting Anthony Davis back in. And you're right, Broussard. He's gone away from the centers. Kind of. Last night, Dwight played 8 minutes. They were -11 in those 8 minutes. That works out to -66 over a game. DJ played 5 minutes. They were -5. That works out to carry the one. -48 if he plays the whole game. Stop it. Put him on ice. So, listen, I said this after game 1. This Lakers team is not a great team right now. Maybe they'll turn into one. But this is going to take a magic trick by LeBron James, Jenna. Because right now, they're not coached very well. Anthony Davis is floating. And Giannis looked head and shoulders and torso and navel above everyone else last night. Shouldn't have happened.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.